Usually I come here and I feel like I'm ready to freeze to death. Today I'm actually warm.
It's that draft communication.
Legal advice.
Yeah.
They usually just like they slide the rhythm throw and make sure it was done right.
Okay, yeah.
All right. Okay.
All right. I'd like to call to order a meeting of the Summers Board of Selectmen. This is a special meeting since it's starting at 6:30 versus 6 o'clock. Today's Thursday, March 21st, 2026. We're at Town Hall Auditorium. The meeting will be live streamed. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So, with regards to roll call, we have Brian Wissinger on my right, Kim LaFleur on my left. Brian's the CFO, Kim's the Ops Director. Selectman Bill Meyer on my right, Selectman Bob Schmidt on my left. We have, let's see here. We have Ray Stovall, our Fire Chief. Jen Roy, our Zoning Enforcement Officer. Jeff Catlett, our Director of Land Use, Todd Rolland, our Director of Public Works and the Emergency Management Director, Frank Poirier, Deputy Emergency Management Director, Matthew Birdzak, our Resident Trooper, Kim Liddy, our Police Administrator, and I think I've got everybody I need to announce, and a few members of the public. Public comment. Do we have any public comment this evening? No public comment. Okay, great. Presentation by First Selectman. First of all, I'd just like to mention that we have because the budget referendum failed this past Tuesday by 26 votes, we're going to have a second referendum on the 2nd of June. Very important that people vote for the referendum because I think we only had about 12 or 13% of the voting population actually voted. So we only had about 800 votes out of maybe,
803 votes.
I don't know how many.
Out of 6,200, right?
6,200, there you go. So we need more people to vote. That's critical, and we need to make sure we remind people to vote. I talked to several people that said, gee, I didn't know it was supposed to be a referendum on Tuesday, so you have to almost put a sign in their front yard to make sure you remind them. But it's important, and
So it'll be June 2nd, you said?
June 2nd, right? It's a Tuesday, 2 weeks from this past Tuesday. Very important. And also I want to mention that we did have a structure fire early this morning at about 4:15, 29 Maple Street, Somersville. Actually, I heard the car explode when I woke up in the morning. I heard it in my sleep. I woke up to that. I had my windows opened. It was about 350, 400 yards from my house. So first of all, I just want to mention that there is a family involved, Trenton and Shauna Mitchell. I happen to know the family. They have a 2-year-old son, Theodore. Everybody got out of the house, but they got out of the house with their pajamas on, and that was it. The entire house burned. Both cars burned. They have nothing. So they're a young couple, and needless to say, we want to do whatever we can to support them. So Matt Cox, Matt's not here tonight. Matt Cox, I've talked to several times today. He's our Director of Human Services. He has, let's see. First of all, the good news is they do have home insurance, and I talked to both parents, and they're living with, I think, his relatives in Springfield right now. They have home insurance. Matt has gone out of his way to personally visit them in Springfield, deliver $1,000 worth of gift cards, which they could use for immediate needs for clothing, other basic needs, and assisting them over the weekend if they need any immediate residence. We can provide that as well. We've also been in contact with Pastor Graham Van Kuren at the Somersville Congregational Church, which is right across the street pretty much from their house. He's involved in that he's going to alert his congregation and come up with whatever they can provide for assistance. And we'll obviously be dealing closely with the family for the next several months, I'm sure. So with that, I wanted to turn it over to Chief Stovall, and you can give us a little report on how things went. I just say I was very impressed at what I saw, because I just went in a pair of jeans and a t-shirt and ran down there. The fire departments were very squared away, very organized. You can explain the story, but it was a good scene, except for the fact of what had happened.
And the funds used to support the family come from the town's emergency fund, which are through donations collected, administered by but it's for these types of situations.
Yep.
We have an emergency fund.
Exactly.
Donations.
Yeah, thank you for mentioning that. I appreciate that. It's helpful.
Excellent. So, brief overview on the fire. At 3:59 this morning, we were dispatched to 29 Maple for a report of a residential structure fire. On the assignment was Summers, Hazardville, East Long Meadow initially. The way the fire sounded like it was an actually good working fire. So Keith Allard, Deputy Chief, started a second alarm en route, which ended up bringing in 2 more infield departments, Shaker Pines and Enfield Engine 16, and then Staffordville to cover our station. First units on scene were car 146 and car 346. They reported heavy fire throughout. It appears the fire started in the back of the residence and spread to the front. The homeowners reported that they heard a banging noise, went downstairs and saw the fire outside starting to break into the house. They were lucky to get out. They, like Mr. Keeney said, got out with nothing but their clothes. The house was a total loss. Due to the devastation of the fire, we started the state fire marshal to assist us in investigating the fire. The cause is still under investigation. Summers had approximately 20 personnel there. Hazardville engine, the truck 33, set up in front of the building. They did a lot of work. I have to give our people credits. They did an awesome job getting there. Our first 2 squads in, Squad 246 came from the north side, Squad 146 came from the south. They both each grabbed their own separate water supply. Luckily there was hydrants in the area. They put a lot of water on the fire quick and kept it from spreading to the house to the left, to the Bravo side of the structure. All of the siding did melt on that house, but none of the residents were displaced, and they were able to stay in their house. Tragic, it was a tragic outcome, but it was very strong work by our people and our mutual aid partners, and it could have been a lot worse. There were 2 transports. One of our firefighters was transported for dehydration and fatigue, discharged from the hospital, totally fine, and one of the residents was also transported to the hospital. They are okay also. Red Cross is assisting the family. They'll assist them with their immediate needs, and then we're looking to do some fundraising for them also.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. Good report.
Please pass our thanks to all the firefighters, from Summers and the other towns as well.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir.
Great. Consent agenda, boards and commissions. Accept the resignation of Michael Merza from the Veterans Memorial Park Ad Hoc Committee. Motion for that, please.
Okay, I'll make a motion to accept the resignation of Michael Merza from the Veterans Memorial Park Ad Hoc Committee.
Second that.
Any further discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all those in support say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. Thank you. Appointments. Requesting the appointment of David Morgan to the Veterans Memorial Park Ad Hoc Committee. Yeah. Motion for that.
Yeah, I have to make the motion to request the appointment of David Morgan to the Veterans Memorial Park Ad Hoc Committee.
Second that.
Any further discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all those in support say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. Thank you. Request the appointment of Holly Bonacera to the Economic Development Commission as an alternate member with the term expiring December 22nd, 2028.
I'll make a motion to request the appointment of Holly Bonacera to the Economic Development Commission as an alternate member with a term expiring at 12/22/28.
Second that.
Any further discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all those in support say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Thank you. Finance, transfers and appropriations, we have none. CFO's report and update.
As you said earlier, the budget failed by a very slim margin on Tuesday.
But I didn't mean to steal your thunder, by the way, but I thought it was important to understand that we do have a very important referendum on the 2nd of June.
We do. Once the Board of Selectmen sets the date tonight, June 2nd will be the next referendum. By charter, we do it every 2 weeks until a budget passes. So if June 2nd fails, then we will go June 16th, and then if it makes it to June 16th, we'll have some decisions to make as far as how we want to proceed with tax bills to get out so that we can at least bring some revenue in while we're waiting to finalize the budget.
Let's hope it doesn't go that way.
We'll cross that bridge.
I'm hoping that people
Hopefully we
wake
never
up
get there.
and decide to actually come out and vote, because I have to say, having just a little under 13% of the people who are eligible voting to vote is kind of embarrassing.
We had one more vote than we had last year. Last year was 809. This year was 810.
It's just feel bad.
But I think there's more that we can do to get people to be aware of how important it is to vote on referendum day.
Yeah, it's a shame we sent out 2 different flyers. We had the Summers Connects that went out that spoke of the budget referendum as well. And yet I saw people on social media said that they didn't even know that there was a budget happening. They weren't notified. And, we spent almost $10,000 notifying people of a referendum that they were unaware of. I don't know what more you could do other than,
Do we put it on the
personally.
sign out front?
It was on the sign out front for almost 2 weeks. Short of going and knocking on their door, I don't know that there was
Maybe
much
if
else
on
we could have
election
done.
day, that's all we put on the sign would be good. So there's only one message.
Right.
Vote.
Yeah.
Everything else gets postponed. I think that would make sure they can't say I didn't know about it. But they did have people walking in my office and say just that. Didn't know. I would have been there, but I didn't know
It's
about
an
it.
annual thing, so.
Yeah, same time every year.
Sorry.
Cards, because they didn't have a clue.
Anyway, okay, Brian.
That's all I have right now. That's the auditors will be in on the week of June 1st as well. So they'll be coming in to do the preliminary work. Usually lasts only a day, so I don't expect them too long.
Okay. Next, we have a presentation of scheduled payments. Motion on that, Brian.
Yeah, I'm happy to make a motion to the payment authorization here in the amount of $406,024.15.
Second that.
Any discussion on the motion? I've gone over these in great detail, by the way. In fact, underscored by the fact that we had such a problem in Great Britain with expenditures being made, and people seem to not know about it. So I want to make sure we have a good system. I think we have a good system here with good backup so that wouldn't happen here. Any further discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all those in support say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. Thank you. Sign that. Great.
Tim, I'm doing the best I can on my signature.
That's okay.
I just let you know.
We deal with all different kinds of signatures, including X.
Yeah.
That works too. We got witnesses that you signed it. That's lots of those.
Well, I went to the hospital special care yesterday. The lady gave me this wrap,
Oh, it is?
so hopefully I can do better. I'm going to keep practicing on signing. That's what I got to do, but
Great.
just let you know.
Thank you.
It's not going to be always the best.
It looks pretty good, I must say. You passed. Okay. Updates from boards and commissions, we have none. Old business, we have none, I believe. New business. Discussion and action to amend the FY 26-27 town government budget.
Wednesday morning when I came in, I began working on a list of proposed reductions to the budget. Sent out an email to all of the directors.
Of course, we'd also been discussing this for weeks beforehand.
Right. I mean, I had been planning for it, just worst case scenario.
Exactly.
But sent out an email to all the directors asking for their input, things that they could live without. Everyone got back to me in a very timely manner. I took all of their input. Some of it I found a little too aggressive, so I made some changes to their reductions and didn't reduce as much as they had said they could.
That had to do with the way you asked them. If you're a little more nice,
right, right.
This guy's going to be easy.
But then put together a list of what I feel is reductions that the town can sustain for the year without impacting any services. So we'll walk through it. The first thing is half-time FTE at the transfer station, eliminating that position, adjusting the line item for the EMD salaries to the current actual approved amounts between the EMD and the deputy, reducing the consulting and other line in the finance, cutting it in half from $10,000 down to $5,000. In fire, a reduction in purchasing of hose and of foam. In human services, Matt Cox is looking to move the youth services coordinator out of the general fund. His plan was to do that in fiscal 28. But he said he would just bump it up a year. So that position would become completely grant funded between the YSB grant that we received from the state and the DFC grant that we received from the feds.
It's a good thing.
Yes.
Grant fund. Well done.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, well done.
We are anticipating a retirement of a part-time police officer, so that budgeted salary compared to what an entry level would be, reduces that difference slightly. Also reducing equipment and supplies in the police as well. In the library, they had budgeted for some extra hours for coverage for when people are on vacation or out sick. Joanne offered.
None of that's going to happen, right? No vacation.
Nobody's going to have a vacation, and nobody's going to get sick all next year. And if they do, then they just won't cover that time. So they reduced that down, reduced programs, technology, and the amount of materials that they would purchase for the library itself. Looking at IT, we would defer a portion of the planned computer replacements for fiscal 27. We would defer that into fiscal 28. In elections, looking at the temporary staffing that he had there, I went back through my budget notes, and based on the anticipated elections during fiscal 27, the actual cost was around $30,000 for those, so reduced that line item down $12,000, and then since the majority of the staff received salary increases on January 1, I looked to reduce town hall salaries as well, and so we wouldn't hand out as many salary increases. So all of those things combined are a $125,000 reduction to the town government budget. It would bring in the total at $9,508,708, which is a 2.36% increase over fiscal 26.
So I'd like to commend you, first of all, on a great job the way you're about doing this, and the response of our directors, and the timely response and substantive response as well.
How much was the increase, Brian?
Beg your pardon?
I just couldn't remember, how much was the increase on, with the cuts?
2.36.
It's 2.36%.
Okay,
The
thank you.
dollar amount.
Sorry to interrupt, Tim.
That's all right. So one of the questions I had, I mean, I think this is great what you've done, is how'd you come up with the range of $125,000? Because
A lot of back and
maybe
forth
just explain
discussions
how the
with
process works.
right. A lot of back and forth discussions with members of the Board of Finance. We've been in talks of where they would like to see the budget come in at. There's been a lot of input. I've heard, don't cut anything. I heard cut 600,000. I kind of took all of those numbers and put them in a hat and drew.
We're talking about both the town and the schools.
Yes,
though, right?
correct. Combined numbers. So we kind of found a number based on if the town and the Board of Ed both reduce about 125,000 or 250,000 overall. It brings the mill rate increase down to about 1.5 instead of 1.73. So it's trying to alleviate some of the tax burden on the residents, with the understanding that we basically need about 1.2 just to get back to zero. So we're getting as close to flat as I think we can without eliminating services or other bodies.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, I think that the point you made, which I think needs to be underscored, is that about 1.2 mils is what we were short on the revenue side. So this is not so much an expense issue. It's the fact that we have less revenue than we were able to receive in prior years. So I think that's really important. So it's not, people shouldn't be upset with the amount of money being spent by the town and the schools. That's one point I wanted to make. The second point is the fact that the schools make up 2/3 of the total amount of money being spent here. The town spends 1/3. And my thinking is that there should be some equity with regards to the pain being absorbed by both the town and the schools. And I'm not sure that a 50-50 split is equitable.
I would agree with that.
And particularly the fact that last year, the town actually gave up, I forget how much money it was, with $60,000, $70,000. The schools were asked to give up zero. So I just think we need to take that into consideration, and it should be a fair and equitable level of restraint.
Yeah,
That's all I have.
Sounds to me.
Yeah. Bill, do you have comments?
No, Brian, thank you for putting this together. I appreciate the work of the directors as well. Many of you here, thank you for your work on this. I think these are very responsible cuts. Our policy has always been if, you run short in an account later in the year, come back, we can make transfers and adjustments if needed, but appreciate your willingness to work with us. I think we'll also have to be prepared. The Board of Finance is meeting Tuesday.
Board of Finance meets on Tuesday, correct?
So if they request anything additional, I think we'll have to be prepared then to meet probably Wednesday or Thursday to address it. But I think, hopefully this will be enough to put it in front of a new referendum and see where the vote comes out. So, thank you.
We've taken some very legitimate efforts here, and very positive efforts as well in those circumstances.
But further cuts are going to hurt. We're going to be eliminating positions.
Right, it'll be
programs
positions
and
or services and programs beyond this, correct?
Because we already made a pretty lean budget the first pass, and now
Yep.
the second pass and the third pass is going to be
Right.
Yep.
more. Okay.
Painful. Right.
Well, I'd make a motion to accept the amendment to the fiscal year 27 budget as presented, and to present a new budget in the amount of $9,508,708,
Correct.
which is a 2.36% increase for the Board of Selectmen.
What was that number again? $9,508,000.
That's a
$708.
$126,000 decrease, correct, Brian?
What's that?
That's with that 126,000.
Just repeat that number if you could.
Yeah.
9 million.
So the town budget, $9,508,708, which is a
All right, gotcha. Okay.
increase of 2.36% over the fiscal year 26 appropriation.
Okay, great. You want to second that, Bob?
Yeah, I'm just second.
Yeah, great. Any further discussion? All those in support say aye.
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 Unfortunately,
Tim, we have the meeting in a few minutes. A couple of the items, like the police item, we could handle very quickly, and even Todd's items, so they don't have to stick around. I mean, are you okay?
You can
Yeah,
make,
sure.
you can make a motion to set the budget referendum date.
Yeah, but people don't have to be here for that either.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't want you guys to have to sit through a town meeting.
Well, it's
or a
going to take
public
30
hearing.
seconds.
With a special meeting, you can't jump around on the agenda, though.
Why can't you? You
have
can't
to-
add or subtract.
Let's just
supposed to follow the-
do it. We'll do it.
All right, we'll go fast.
Okay, so you want to set the date for the referendum? So,
I'm trying. Sorry.
great. Okay.
I'll make a motion to set the budget referendum date Tuesday, June 2nd, 2026.
And also June 16th if needed, right?
Yeah, June 16th. Both will be held in the Town Hall Auditorium from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Great.
I'll second that.
Any further discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all those in support say aye.
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 Motion passes. Okay. Land use. Director Catlett.
I don't think we're going to get it done in 4 minutes. No. We can. We
You're not
can't
supposed
add
to
or
on a special
subtract.
meeting.
You
You're
just
not
can't
supposed to add or subtract. You're supposed to follow the regular meeting. You can bounce around. Special, you're not
The
supposed to.
chairman can take the items in any order that he'd like. I
You
mean,
go, Chairman.
Okay, let's go then. We'll hold Jeff. It's going to be good, Jeff, I know, but we're just going to ask to
So,
hold.
staff and police.
and I can wait. I'm going to be here for the other.
Okay, great. Excellent. Good suggestion. Selectman Meyer.
Try to read quick, sir. Trooper Matt Bursdak, Summers Resident Trooper. So we recommend to hire Kevin Cook for the position of part-time police officer. I'll try to read through this letter quickly. The town of Summers currently has a budgeted opening for a part-time day shift patrol police officer with a starting salary of $33.73 per hour. Police Administrator Kim Liddick and I would like to recommend Kevin Cook for this position, contingent upon his successfully passing all testing phases. Kevin recently retired as a Connecticut State Trooper, where he served the state of Connecticut for 20 years, holding various positions including Patrol Trooper at Troop K in Colchester and at Troop C in Tolland, Resident State Trooper in the town of Bolton, Instructor at the Firearms Training Unit, Operator and Sniper in the State Police Tactical Unit, Member of the Truck Enforcement Squad in the Traffic Unit, and Instructor for Active Shooter Training. Kevin also honorably served in the United States Marine Corps for 23 years in an active duty and reserve duty capacity. Kevin was twice deployed to combat zones for Operation Enduring Freedom and during Operation Iraqi Freedom. During his time as a Connecticut State Trooper, Kevin has earned the following awards: a Life-Saving Medal, 2 Meritorious Service Medals, an Outstanding Service Medal, 2 unit citations, and a Connecticut Veterans Wartime Service Medal, and 5 Commissioner 20 awards.
Very impressive record.
Definitely.
Kevin has also achieved numerous military campaign, service, and personal awards while enlisted in the United States Marine Corps. Kevin Cook meets all the criteria for this position. On April 30th of 2026, he completed a written and oral board exam per post-C standards conducted by First Selectman Keeney, Kim Liddick, Kim LaFleur, and myself. Kevin successfully passed all portions of the examination. To continue the testing process, we respectfully request your recommendation to hire Kevin Cook as a Summers police officer. With your recommendation, Kevin will continue the pre-employment hiring process to include a psychological exam, a polygraph exam, and a urinalysis exam for illicit drugs. Thank you for your cooperation.
Very good.
I happily make a motion to hire Kevin Cook as a part-time day shift police officer with an hourly salary of $33.73 an hour, a start date of July 1st, 2026.
I'll second that. It's contingent upon passing the exam.
Right.
And then, do we specify the shift?
Day shift, sir.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we do though? I mean, I didn't think we did, no?
We always have.
Okay, I'll second it.
Any further discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all those in support say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes.
Great.
Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Great presentation.
11 o'clock. You just click to 7. Okay. The chairman can call a recess. I think.
Okay, we're going to be in recess.
We don't do it often.
We don't have to do